不，我有点过年没有点什么。
Sure, our wallets are better now, but the New Year vibe has definitely gone. People keep complaining that the Spring Festival has lost its soul. And honestly, even if you don't celebrate, I bet you feel the same way about Christmas and Halloween. It's like a global epidemic of man. It's not a problem for one country or a culture. Take a look at this. This is real footage of a Chinese village New Year 30 years ago. This is New Year scenes today. Spot the difference. So, today, let's use the Spring Festival as a guinea pig to figure out why a festival's becoming so boring. The blood-related strangers. In China, family ties are everything. Everyone needs to know exactly where they stand in the giant family spider web. Let me give you an example. In English, you just say uncle. Is it right? But in China, well, good luck. Your dad's older brother is 伯父. Your dad's younger brother is 叔父. Your mother's brothers are all 舅舅. And even among the Jojo squad, there are numbers. The biggest Jojo is 大舅. The second Jojo is 二舅. The third Jojo is 三舅, and so on. Remember the famous Kung Fu hero Huang Feihong? He has an auntie called 13th aunt. That means he probably had at least 12 other aunts running around. Crazy, right? I've got a funny story from high school. I had two buddies who were best friends, but turns out they were just classmates. One was actually the other's uncle. Basically, one guy's mom was the other guy's big sister. At school, they act like brothers, but when Chinese New Year rolled around, let's just say things get interesting. Hey, Lee! Happy New Year, man! Wait. What did you just say? No, not today. Try that again, or no money. Happy New Year, Uncle Lee. Wish you big money, a long life, and good grades in school. Ah, that's more like it, nephew. So, how is school? Are you actually studying or just daydreaming, huh? Oh, I've been working hard like a dog. You know, my rank is actually higher than that Tommy Lin in our class. You know, the one that is currently my uncle. Not bad. Not bad. Here's your red envelope. But remember, that dummy is the one paying for your lunch next month. But jokes aside, we need festivals like the Spring Festival to keep this connection alive. Most relatives are like seasonal characters. You only see them once a year at the big family dinner to swap life stories. So, that's the Chinese family tree for you. It's actually kind of cute, right? But things are changing. Back in the day, people stuck together because they had to. It was all about huddling for worms. You help me fix my roof, I help you harvest your corn. But now, most small families are like independent startups. They can handle their own business. Everyone is chasing dreams in the big fancy cities, far away from their hometowns. They don't feel the need to track back for a giant lot dinner as much anymore. In the past, people gathered to survive. Today, people scatter to live. Even when we do sit at the same table, the heat is gone. Everyone is staring at their phones. Let's face it, a smartphone is way more addictive than a long-lost relative. You don't really care if the kid sitting across from you is your nephew or your uncle. Sure, you share the same blood, but you are basically blood-related strangers. To you, that mobile game is a matter of life and death. That uncle is just a guy eating soup. The Battery Low Festival. Here's another reason. Chinese people love a good 热闹, a lively, noisy vibe. But being lively requires energy. In this fast-paced era, our batteries are drained. We simply don't have enough juice left to celebrate. You see, in a holiday like Christmas, it isn't just about that single day. It's about weeks of excitement and prep work. The Spring Festival is the same. Ideally, 15 days before the big day, bosses throw a party called 尾牙 to thank everyone for their hard work. Like a green light saying, okay, shift your focus to your family and get ready for the new year. Back then, people used these 15 days to deep clean the halls, scrub the windows, and stock up on snacks and new clothes. All that work actually made you hyped for the festival. But do those 15 days actually belong to us now? Fat chance. Most of us work late every day, especially in tech companies. Some even work Saturdays, leaving only one day to breathe. We are too lazy to even sweep the floor or cook. We just buy robot vacuums and order takeouts. You think we have time for New Year prep? Most people don't even head home until the very last day. They don't have the energy to celebrate. They just want to evaporate. And then you get home. The elders start their command center mode. Wake up! It's already 7 a.m. Don't leave your soccer on the bed. Turn off the light. Save some money. Open the curtains, but don't let the neighbors stay in. Make your pasta with concrete number 42. Okay, maybe not that one, but you get the point. And then comes the interrogation. Auntie Wang's grandson, right? How old are you? Where do you work? Huh? How much money do you make? Why aren't you married? Why no kid? They think they are caring, but every question feels like a punch. We're just too tired. Forget about the festival. Just let me sleep for a week. The death of the party. Finally, the symbols of the Spring Festival are fading away. Fireworks are banned in many places, kill the biggest thrill of the holiday. But today, let's talk about a modern symbol, the Spring Festival Gala. We called it 春晚. Back in 1983, China was just opening. Families were finally buying TVs, but there was nothing to watch. So someone had a cool idea. Why not throw a giant party on TV? It was supposed to be like a cozy chat, turning small family gatherings into one huge nation party. The first gala was wild, no strict rules, just 4 phones on stage where people could call in to pick songs. Actors sat around small tables, drinking tea and eat sunflower seeds. It was raw, it was real, and it became a tradition. Think of it as a Chinese Super Bowl halftime show, but with more singing, dancing, and comedy skits called 小品. We used to love these skits. They created the biggest jokes of the year. Comedians would poke fun at people or roast social problems to make us laugh. But since 2012, the vibe has shifted. Now, it's not about making you laugh. It's about propaganda and the business. The creativity is gone. Instead of roasting real life, actors just copy old internet memes. The skits feel like boring educational films. There's no logic. Characters fight for no reason. And then suddenly someone yells, "Oh, let's make some 饺子!" And boom! All problems are solved.
饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子饺子。
In 2015, they even called single people dogs just to pressure them into marriage. It didn't help. It just pissed off millions of people cause dogs in China is not a good word to describe people. Comedy is supposed to be funny. This isn't. Today's stage is fancy, but it has no soul. You see robots dancing everywhere because the tech company paid a ton of money to sponsor the show. The government wants to show off how high-tech China is. But honestly, we just want to be happy. Watching a bunch of cold, metal robots running around isn't a party. Here is the robot show from last year. Here is this year. And this will probably be next year. Sure, people on YouTube are amazed by the technology. So the propaganda worked. But what about us? Who cares about our feelings? Our TV ratings tells the whole story. We are over it. State media says, the Spring Festival hasn't changed, it's just your attitude. But we aren't idiots. It has changed. It used to be a warm campfire for survival. Now, it's just a cold, flashy neon sign. We are tired of playing roles in scripts we didn't write, answering noisy questions, and watching soundless robot dance on TV. Maybe the soul of the festival didn't vanish. We are just too exhausted to carry it. I don't need a high-tech gala or a fake lesson on making dumplings. I just want to be quiet, to put down your phone, and to feel the real warmth again. But until then, Happy New Year. And now, let me sleep for a while.